Welcome to MissouriNet.com. No fooling. April Fool's Day, but no fooling here. We are looking at potential new sites for high school football. Joining us, Jason West from MSHSAA. Jason, today was the deadline for venues or cities to get in their RFPs, their proposals. What did you get here at the deadline?
Well, we opened them at 11 o'clock this morning. Did have some representatives from Springfield as well as Columbia and people from Chillicothe and Cameron Chamber of Commerce as well. So had a nice kind of cross mix of people this morning and got 6 bids total. 2 bids from Cameron and one from Cameron, one from Chillicothe, both proposing to host the 8-man championships and in their cities. And then we also got a bid from the St. Louis CVC to use the Dome, like what we've had the last several years. Also got a bid from Springfield using Plaster Stadium there at Missouri State. And for the next fall, the 2016 season. And then Columbia, in conjunction with Mizzou, put in a bid for the 2017 season to host all the games at Faurot Field. And then we also received a proposal from Branson using the facilities at Branson High School to host either a Class 1 or Class 2 championship game there in Branson for both years.
All right, very interesting. All right, so now so I guess so we have some clarity on this. Are these deals just a year-to-year thing, or is this something that MSHSAA would look at to do for a 2-3 year deal, 4 years, or is it just year-to-year and we go from there?
Right now, what this proposal package was for the next 2, starting with the 2016 season and including the 2017 season. And we only did 2 years this time. Normally with our other sports, we've tried to do 4 to 5 years as a group. With this one, we only did 2 because there may be some major changes coming down the pike, beginning with the 2018-19 school year in regards to start dates and things like that. So we didn't want to get into have it being in the middle of a cycle or a contract with it and dates being changed and things like that. So because of the uncertainty for the future, we stuck with the immediate future for 16 and 17 school years.
Now, Jason, I know you may not be able to answer this because you'll have to take these recommendations to the board, and that you'll likely do at your next meeting, which is coming up in early April, and then a decision would be made in June. But just to kind of fill our listeners in, is there a situation or are there any potential conflicts if a venue or a site wants just 1 or 2 classes and then you still have to find a site for the other classes? How does that all play out when you take this into consideration?
I believe that's going to be one of the major discussion points at the board meeting next week is how to move forward. We already had some site visits scheduled for the basketball venues. So while we're in Springfield on Monday, we'll do a walkthrough at Plaster and get a feel for that to be able to take that to the board. Next Wednesday, we already had one scheduled for Mizzou Arena for the basketball venue. So we'll also take a look at Faurot Field and see what our options are there. And then we already know what we can do at the Dome. So if there's any other visits like to Chillicothe or Branson or Cameron, we'll try to schedule those. Probably won't be able to schedule those until after the board meeting, but at least we'll have some information through the proposals and everything to kind of give the board an update and see what the board's thought process is on moving forward of where we're going to play the 8-man game, when are we going to play it, and looking at what we're looking at in the future, and try to hone in on what we need to do for the next 2 years with the football championships. I have a feeling that's going to be a pretty lengthy discussion next Friday.
And today was just the first step, getting in the proposals. As you can tell, this is a very lengthy process that has to go through a couple of different levels here as they kind of vet things out there at MSHSAA. So, Jason, thanks for the update, 6 proposals, and we'll catch up with you next week. Of course, we'll talk more about this and other going-ons with MSHSAA and high school sports. So, again, thanks for joining us on short notice here Friday to kind of update us on this situation.
No problem. Thank you, Bill.
Yep, and thank you for watching us here at MissouriNet.com.